close shows on you. Weather's good on Sunday, I'll use the cartridge thing properly.
What's that?
Yeah, that deodorizer thing. And after this one?
The aircon cleaner, you mean?
Yeah.
Day for the spring equinox.
Yeah, really nice.
It's a fitting day for that.
Sorry?
It's a fitting day for that.
Yeah, definitely. Slightly that way. Well, that side. Is it?
So,
No, well, I've got no space, not really. Hello.
I spotted you, so I just thought I'd ask.
Ah.
I've got a daughter who's needing some driving lessons. How far in advance are you? Is this manual?
Automatic, I'm afraid.
Oh no, she wants manual.
Yeah, can't help you, I'm afraid.
There's a lot of driving instructors doing automatic.
Yes.
And they'd have to take a manual test again. I can't see why they're doing it.
Well, they're phasing out manual cars in the next sort of 6 to 10 years. So all the new cars in the UK are going to be electric, so they're going to be automatic. And that's why basically it's changed dramatically.
Changed dramatic.
You know, when I first started, I didn't even do automatic, it was all manual.
Yeah, it was all manual. Yeah,
and I got myself an automatic car, and slowly but surely over the years it shifted, and I was running 2 cars, and now I'm just basically down to 1. I still do the manual car, but I'm packing it in end of May. So we're scrapping the car. Yeah, it's the end of it, and she won't have time to do that with me. The car's it's
How far are you booked in front?
It depends. A lot of it depends on the availability of the pupil, really.
Well, she's a nurse, so she does shifts.
Yeah.
So it won't be a regular.
Yeah, and go around the other side. Oh. Like that. Electric, you see, you can't even hear them coming, can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was electric as well. Yeah, I mean, again, it's without a regular time, it is really difficult. She'll struggle, yeah, because most driving instructors are pretty much booked up.
Yeah.
And unless if she could get herself a regular time and say, right, this is my time, I can do this every week, that would be a massive help.
Well, she'd probably have to swap her shifts around and ask for it. Do you do weekends?
I do. I work Saturdays, but not Sundays.
Work Saturdays, but not Sundays.
Yeah, and at the moment, so for example, so I've got another 2 weeks. I've got my Saturday guy is going for his test on the 1st of April.
Yeah.
I think it stands a reasonable chance of passing. So, there's a good chance that his spot, which is 8 o'clock on a Saturday morning, would be available after that. But that is it. And that being said, come the end of May, I won't be doing manual car anymore, because the insurance on that car comes to an end, and we're not going to be renewing the insurance because it's quite expensive, and we're just going to be going on to the automatic, I'm afraid. So that's the situation.
Oh gosh, what a dilemma!
I know. So I can't guarantee anything, and if I could, it would only be, nothing beyond the end of May. Yeah.
Okay, I'll have a chat with her.
Have a chat with her, I think. And
you haven't got a card?
I don't. You can take a picture of my roof box if you want. It's got my number on there.
Yeah.
So my name's Rob.
Rob,
yeah.
I
And
forgot my phone as well.
have you?
Put it on charge. Prepare to pass. Right,
Yeah.
That's fine.
We're very easy to find.
Yeah. Rob, thank you, Rob.
And
I'll have a chat with her and see.
Yeah, do so. And
She should have done it a year ago. She's had a provisional over a year, but she's been busy going on holidays, and when she started earning money, she was liking it. And
yeah, like I say, I mean, if she can't get on with me, that's fine, But if she's looking for another instructor, if she couldn't get a specific time each week, that's a big help.
Is it?
It really is. Even if they can't actually do that time, they might say, well, yeah, like I've just said, I've got a guy going on testing, and she can sort of have that, and it's got to be a little bit, persistent as well, because quite often as driving instructors we get people ringing up quite often. Oh, have you got any lessons? No, all right there. But if you do tend to ring back a couple of times, like next week and then the week after, it kind of starts to register. Oh yeah, this person is really interested, and then they'll start to adapt a little bit around. So that makes a difference as well.
And you cover all of Derby, do
you? Yeah. We only do Derby. That's all we've ever done.
Yeah, that's fine.
But she should consider automatic. I mean, it's a lot easier, and all the cars are going to be automatic one day. Way of the world, I'm afraid.
It is. We've got no say in the world of the world's going on.
Well, not at the moment.
Oh, thank you very much.
You are more than welcome.
I'll have a chat with her and I'll be in touch.
Okay. Well, I'll be here this time next week, no doubt.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you. you.
Okay. Bye. Yeah, so that was somebody canvassing me for a driving lessons for a daughter. Happens quite often when I pull up for a pupils lesson. I don't think she realised that we were live streaming, but hey ho, that's life, isn't it? So I'm just going to send my pupil a message very quickly. And then he will be along very presently because he only lives there. And then we'll go on with our driving lesson. Right, there we go. Happy Spring Equinox Day. I know, it's mad, isn't it? I'm going to have to set my fleece off now. For the first time this year, I've been too hot in the car.
I know. Yeah, I'm wearing too much now. Oh.
How you doing, Tom?
Yeah, alright.
So we've got our live stream going on here. Are we alright to do a video? Yeah, you're alright with that. Let me set this up. It's basically once I retire, I'm going to try to do some. But it takes so long to do a decent one, you know. Right. Well, well, this gets the steering in. This one don't get the steering in here, you see. So that's the coordination.
Make sure you pick up on all my mistakes though.
Yeah.
From every angle.
If I make a video, I'll let you know, and then I'll send you a link over to it, and then something with a bit of prosperity, a bit of history for you.
Yeah, save that.
Yeah, I've actually got a 360 camera as well, but that's for the outside of the car, and it's got one of these invisible selfie sticks things that it sits on, so it actually looks like a drone following the car around.
Oh,
It's pretty cool, but I'm not using that at the moment. It's needs setting up properly. But anyway, do you want to start your engine?
Yep.
And let's just have a look, see what we're going to be doing today.
Yeah, for me to start.
Just give us just a moment, if you would, Tom.
Whenever you're ready.
So we've done sat nav, we haven't done bay parking yet, have we?
We've not. I think last week we did that pulling up on the right hand side of the road, but we only did it once and I failed it miserably.
Well, shall we refocus in on that one then?
Whatever, yeah, happy, yeah.
Yeah, okay. How's your theory test going?
Fine, so I booked it,
Cool.
and for the life of me, I can't remember the date. I'm sure it's like the 19th of next month.
Okay. You have to check your emails or something.
Yes, actually, no, it's on a Thursday, because Jess mentioned this morning, that what I should try and do is, because I got that day off, is I wondered if I could change mine in your lesson to a morning appointment around my theory test. So I've got the rest of the day free then.
Yeah.
I think she wants to go and do something, but I might text you later and get you the actual date.
We can sort it out next week, actually.
Yeah.
Right, look, talking about next week, here's my diary. I've got a test on. So Noah's got a test on. So, can you do your lesson earlier that day?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah.
I mean, she's what? If you could do 10 to 11, is that possible?
Yeah, that's fine, because that's after school run. So yeah, 10 to 11 is perfect.
So that's that, and then the following week we're back to normal,
Yeah.
and from there on, okay.
Yeah, but I'll get for next week. I'll get you that date for that theory test.
Perfect. Yeah.
And like I say, because I think Jess has got that some time off as well. I'm sure it's around Easter. And at least then we can. I think she wants plans to do something, so we can just get all that done in the morning.
You're on.
Oh, cool.
Right on when you're ready then, please, sir.
Cool, we morning.
Right, please. Because that technically is no entry except for access. I know you can get through though.
Yeah.
So in a driving school, we are clearly going to do everything as technically correct as possible. That's it. I'm going to say I would have gone anyway because I'd expect him to tuck in there and wait for us.
Yeah.
Anyway, so. I saw Jessie one morning actually. I was taking Claudia to work and she was crossing the road over to the hospital in front of us.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You don't need a signal. Just make your way around. Yeah.
Anyway, there is a road there, even though it leads up to residential. That's where my landlord lives, up there. It's an old Victorian like manor house. It's been converted into a couple of properties. Stunning place. How did Jess look on her way to work? She's not best pleased at the moment.
Sorry?
I said, how did Jess look on her way into work? She's not best pleased at the moment.
Yeah, she's just getting on with it. She hasn't got any colour in her hair now, has she?
No, she's started back to being brown again. She says she's going to keep it as brown because the colour's too much to keep topping up, but she'll dye it again because she loves it. I know she always does. She always says, no, I'm going back to brown. Because the natural hair colour is just very dark, almost a black brown.
So turning left, please.
Let's see.
Drop into the left lane over here, please, Tom. That'd be perfect for us. Thank you.
I finally got some decent weather. I was getting bored about cold.
So I would say decent weather for what?
I was getting bored of how cold it was.
So as you well know, this goes around to the left and to hold the steering wheel in the correct position, Tom. I promise you, underneath here, you're going to get caught out sooner or later. Yeah. So, as and when you really need the steering, it will be a lot easier to go this way rather than this way.
Yeah, I say it to Jess as well. I was like, keeps telling me I'm holding the steering wheel wrong. Still don't know why, it just feels comfortable.
Yeah. It's just easier, isn't it?
I don't think Jess is going to let me drive her car. She hears these horror stories.
Stay in this lane, it's going to take us into Chad, so just a bit too tight on you, just on, but there you go. So as we go down over the hill here, you're going to see the middle lane is the one that you're going to want. Which of course is the leftmost lane of the one going to Chad, which is our destination. Steady along here. Let's see what's going on. Right, let's continue.
It's just happened, hasn't it?
Yeah. So I think we can get through. I was thinking if not, we'll turn left, but let's have a look. I've got. Yeah. Okay. Just don't push it too hard. You can follow through, hold the line, and discourage them. So just nice and steady. Okay. the ramp. Big one. And of course, what goes down must come up.
Aye.
Turning left here, Tom. There's your ramp there, mate. Yeah, the blooming heck. Yeah, they like to do the roadworks around here. It's just that they never seem to finish. Yeah, there's always something.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Okay, so keeping in mind the pulling up and stopping on the right hand side of the road, what we'll do is we'll clear this sort of first part.
I think I remember the steps. I remember you had to look over your shoulder a bunch.
Well, the best way to do it, Tom, is to do the first things first. So the first thing you want to do is to spot somewhere to stop.
Yeah.
Once you've spotted where you're going to actually stop, then you fit the sequence around that.
Yeah.
So once we get around the bend, we can have a look, and if you spot anywhere, yeah, that'll be what we're going to do.
I'm conscious that there's about 3 cars behind me.
Yeah. Well, that's why you give your signals so they know what you're doing.
What about covering driveways and stuff like that? Does it not matter so much?
It does matter, yeah. It matters exactly the same as stopping on the left. If you do it and you fail your test, you are going a little bit casual, a little bit slow, and this is why they're overtaking you. On this kind of road, there's no way they should be overtaking you, Tom. So drive your normal drive. Try to hold on to the steering wheel up here, mate. Because down here, it kind of casualizes your drive a little bit.
Alright, so you want me to look for somewhere to stop on?
Yes, please,
the
yeah.
right or the left? Or
On the right. So what I'd like you to do is pull up and stop somewhere on the right hand side of the road, keeping close to and parallel with the curb.
Okay. Pick that spot up there.
Sorry?
I'm going to pick that spot up here.
What, before the red car?
Yep.
Okay. Now, okay, just cancel your signal mode, because you have got a car coming down the road and you're not really going to cut across in front of them, are you?
No.
No. So if you see that, okay, so just carry on then. If you think you can, because the angles are really, really difficult now. No, it's not going to work. You're by the drop curb, mate.
Okay.
You couldn't do it. So just drive on, just check your mirrors, move off. Because that was just not going to work. It was never going to work. As soon as you cancelled the signal, what you did is you then decided to still stop where you was going to, and that was not going to work because you'd run out of space. So just carry on, find another place to stop.
Want me to tell you beforehand?
Yes, yeah, if you can.
Okay, I reckon somewhere along here. Is that going to be too tight?
Well, just drive, right? Well, work it out.
I think, well, there's people coming out now.
So ideally, there would have been perfect.
Yeah, probably would have been.
Because you're not double parked then. Always waiting for you. Which actually hasn't done you any favours, because if she hadn't waited for you, could have maybe stopped there.
Right, I'm going to go in front of that silver car up there.
Okay, right. But it looks pretty good from here, so just drive normally. Double check it as you get closer. Yeah, it's looking good. So signal on then, over you go now, straight away. That's it. And then you can choose anywhere down here. Set the time to go. Yeah, so pull up and stop on the right hand side of the road, keeping close to and parallel with the curb. Now, what is close? I mean, it's it's a subjective term, isn't it? So The other thing to
Don't
keep
need to
in
force yourself to get
no,
right
absolutely
on,
not. Please don't. You know,
because then you've got a greater risk of touching the curb.
the ideal distance. You know, when you're stopping on the left or the right, the ideal distance is where the end of your wing mirror is where the curb should be, is level with air. So you should always have this much gap from your wheels
Yeah.
to your pavement.
Yeah.
The other thing to keep in mind on this one, Tom, is from here I can't actually see where you are relative to the curb. I can kind of guesstimate, but to me you could be a couple of centimetres or you could be this far away. I actually can't see.
No.
So don't worry about it.
Okay.
Because
Fair enough.
the examiner's not going to stop and get out and run around and check. They'll know that you haven't hit the curb, and that's the only thing that they're really interested in there. If you're too far away, yeah, they're going to know that you're too far away because it will just feel wrong.
Yeah.
But as it is, this feels good and looks good. Okay.
Cool.
Right.
Winner.
Next,
So, move it off.
absolutely. So the next thing to do is reverse back 2 car lengths.
Yep. Right. Into reverse.
All round observations. Are you safe to go?
I believe so, but I will be covering a drive.
Right. Don't worry about that. It's when you're
Don't worry about
stopping.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so they're doing the turn in the road. That's good for them. Right. So reversing back, mainly looking out the left shoulder with a couple of occasional looks of your right shoulder.
Okay.
Slower, 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 slower. Use your brake. That's it. Not so much that you stop, but not so much that you let go completely. Because reverse is like the equivalent of 1.5 gears, or more closer to the second gear than first gear.
Yeah.
So if you can just let it go back, but just sort of keep a little bit of tension on the brake. That's it. Control the speed. There you go. That's better. Look over your right shoulder, back over your left shoulder. Stop there. That's fine. And then drive on when it's safe. All round up, start on the right. Remember to do the all round. That's it. So it's blind spot to blind spot. Are we good to go?
Looks like.
Signal on. You will need your signal. Shoulder check as you move. And then as you cross the centre part of the road, shoulder check again. Shoulder check again. Because you're actually changing lanes, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay? And drive on.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so pull up and stop on the right again. Super easy, this one, isn't it? That's it. Thank you. And then reverse back to car levels. Thank you. It's fine. Then drive on when it's safe. So you will need a signal.
Yeah.
Thank you. Spot on that, and take the next road on the left. It's absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Cool.
As I say, once you've done it a half dozen times, it's so kind of obvious, really. Probably the hardest part, I think, the hardest part of that is actually finding the right place to stop. The actual doing it,
Yeah.
it's easy.
Yeah, 'cause I suppose there's all those little things that can kind of make it the wrong place, and maybe the examiner's already got a thought in his head of where he'd like you to stop, and maybe you've overshot it, or...
What they look for is, let's say we're doing it now, he'd be thinking, well, okay, that was a good one, he missed that. That's okay. No, you're not required to stop anywhere. you are required to stop, but it's your choice.
Yeah.
And you might be thinking, well, all right then, well, you know, this was another opportunity. So they might start thinking that, but you can't mark you down for anything because it's your choice, you know.
As long as you've done the stop at some point.
Yeah. The first time I ever saw this done years ago, it was on extended test actually. We were out on the country road and the examiner says pull over and stop on the right side of the road. And I thought, that's well tricky, that is. So the guy just kept driving and driving and driving, and I was observing in the back at the time. And he took so long to do it, I actually thought that he had forgotten what the examiner had asked him to do.
Yeah.
And the examiner was really quiet, you know, didn't say anything. And after about a mile, because there wasn't many suitable places, he pulled over and stopped. And do you know what the examiner said? Thank you. No, reverse back 2 car lengths. Because that's all they can say. And that was it. And he passed his test anyway. So take the next road on the right, please, Tom. There it is. So what I'm looking for there is, because there was a parked car, you moved out, went around the parked car, you started to angle slightly back to your side, and I was thinking, nice when you're going to get proper back on your side before you turn. And then just before you came over, you kind of angled over a bit early.
Right, okay.
So ideally, I want you to really get back onto your side of the road if you can. Where that parked car was then, that is the most typical, that catches a lot of people out. If the car had been further back from the junction, you would have definitely got back onto your side.
Yeah.
But that situation kind of encourages you to sort of cut the corner.
Yeah.
And that's what I was looking for, and you did. So try to, you could have got back onto your side. Just means working your steering a little bit more actively. Anytime that you can get back onto the true driving line, the technical driving line, you should do.
Yeah.
Even if it's just for 1-2 meters, it's worth it. Okay, so at the end of the road, T junction, we are turning right. So we are coming to a roundabout, we're turning left, first exit please, Tom.
Okay. Quite bumpy here, isn't it?
Some of these roads have the potholes are sort of lined up in such a way you get this kind of. You're an engineer, right? Do you know what a sympathetic vibration is?
I don't actually. No, it's not a term I've come across.
A sympathetic vibration is a vibration that builds on the next one and builds on the next one because it's sympathetic to it type of thing. Yeah. So you get lots of little bumps and they all turn into a bigger bump.
Yeah.
And you get that sort of kind of effect going on.
No, it's not a term I've come across.
It's just something I heard on some documentary somewhere. All kinds of stuff. I love documentaries. So interesting, you know. You just see so many different facets of life or anything. I love watching this, how it's made stuff, and you know how it's done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really good little half-hour docs. There are 3 or 4 subjects on there. Turning right. What's he doing? Just watching, mate. Come on, think about where you're going.
I thought it was.
See, yeah, but he's kind of moving into and stuff like that. And so that's the one. just the speed of it that caught us there. Yeah, as soon as that one on the left started doing weird stuff, that's time to sort of stay away from them. So we are turning left. Do you remember the bridge in London that started wobbling and people walking over?
Millennium Bridge.
Yeah. Well, that was the same. That was a sympathetic vibration going on there.
Yeah, I remember that vividly. We actually
I thought you would.
Sort of thing. Yeah, no, yeah.
Well, what it was, because people will go into lockstep with each other when they walk.
Yeah.
They don't realise they're doing it, but they do. And that's what was causing it to
Mythbusters on it.
turning left. Did they?
Yeah. Saying, could the marching of an army really bring a bridge down? And yeah, I think they managed to. I can't remember. They had all these little army helmets with these little boots.
As walking
in unison. I love Mythbusters.
Yeah. I've got to say, I don't watch too much of it, but the ones I have watched, I like the experiment side of things.
Yeah.
They proper set it up, don't they? So I do enjoy it. Taking the next road on the right. It's just there. So, somewhere up this road, again, we're going to do the pulling up and stopping on the right. Keeping close to and parallel with the curb. So just cancel that signal. So that's a series for you to signalled and driven past the junction, haven't you?
Yeah, bugger.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about the gap.
I know,
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Reset, okay.
Yep. I'm gonna go.
So I understand what you're doing, but you need to understand these things. So how about there? Are you going further up?
Yeah, I'm picking that up. A wider spot. I like the look of.
That's it. Over you go then. Yeah, it's a nice big long raised curb, this one, isn't it? So anywhere will do. That's it. Just stop there. That's fine. So if you look to the right, this is not somebody's driveway. This is what we call a chat driveway.
Okay.
Still a raised curb, okay? So all they've done is taken the fence down and made a little parking area of it. So
as long as there's not a drop curb.
Exactly, and they're not drop curbs, and none of them are, if you look here, okay? So do your reversing back to car lens, please.
Okay. Chicken. Wait for these cars to pass.
Absolutely.
So they enter my zone of danger.
Or your danger zone.
Yeah.
The zone of danger or the danger zone, either way.
They're turning, pulling up.
No, he's waiting for him.
Oh yeah.
That's my friend's house or the house of my friend. Okay.
Yep, happy with that.
Thank you. So that is good. And drive on when it's safe. That's his shoulder. Where have you gone, mate? And again, that's it. Okay, that's fine.
Outside of Derby, or do you kind of just stick to?
No, I only do Derby these days, but I have done lessons outside of Derby. I've done lessons in Nottingham, Loughborough, quite a bit in Loughborough over the years, in the early years I should say, and quite a few down in Burton as well.
Oh really?
Yep. I just did a lesson down in Exeter actually. I was down visiting family, and my sister says, oh, my friend needs some kind of lesson assessment type of thing, so I'll give her a drive and give her my opinion. Because she felt that her instructor was stringing her along or just not being honest with her or whatever, so...
No, I had one of them.
Yeah, just gave her an hour. I said, don't tell me anything about your instructor said or anything. I said, just let me do my own.
Yeah.
And did it, and there you go. And I think she was quite happy with it actually. She, yeah, gave me a good idea. Because I would either confirm or reject what her instructor's saying. It's like when people come to me and say, oh, my instructor said that. Don't bother, let me do mine, and you can know, can't you? You don't want any sort of conscious bias going on.
Jess is on about after I've done my theory, because it can take quite a long to get my test booked in, is potentially trying to book it for later this year.
I'm retiring this year, don't you?
Yeah, well that's the thing as well, because ideally I'd like to have you take me through to my test. So in your kind of honest opinion, how far do you think before I'm possibly test ready months-wise?
I would expect you to this rate that you go in to. So I'm just checking over to see where your hands are. Of course, you are listening to what I'm saying about the casualness and stuff, and you are correcting what I'm saying. So there's no reason you couldn't get done by the end of the summer anyway.
End of this summer?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Because I don't mind putting in extra hours.
If you
paying
need
for
it,
extra
yeah.
hours, especially if it's getting close to you retiring, because you said September time.
Yeah, we're looking at around the sort of September, October. There's
Yeah.
a small possibility that we'll stay over winter. But
Well, if I could, like I say, ideally I want to be test ready with you and not have to go through starting with a new instructor.
No.
If we're getting close, especially.
I mean, the other thing is, you could, you're doing your lessons with me, and let's say, it doesn't quite work out how we want it to.
Yeah.
You could take your car, your own car. It's automatic. As long as you've got a bit of insurance. Obviously, you can't be driving with Jess in there because she can't supervise you because she hasn't been passed long enough. But she, for example, could drive you to the test centre.
Yeah.
And then you go do your test, and then when you come back, she drives you back.
Well, oddly enough, my landlord, because he's like, I don't think landlords do as much as my landlord does for me, but he does loads for us. He looks after the dog and stuff when we're away and things. But he's offered, because he used to, well, he's a very confident driver. He used to drive articulated lorries as well once upon a time. He's offered to take me out in Jess's car as well.
Left.
Then we need to have a look at what we would need to do insurance-wise. I think obviously he'd need to be insured on the car.
Yeah. It would be your insurance. You'd get learner's insurance.
Right.
So.
And then he can take me out.
Yeah, you should be looking at around 40, 50 quid a month for the learner's insurance. So it's not bad. Considering how much, you know, I mean, they are. It is good to have. Good to just get them basic miles done, get the wheels turning, just get them miles under your belt type of thing.
Yeah.
You don't. What a lot of people do is got their own car. They'll do loads of driving on their own, then just come to me and get a lot more technical.
Yeah, I do. I think I'm getting to the stage where I should probably think about trying to get in some more hours outside of our lessons. Because just doing one a week, although I'm happy that we've done this much.
I think we're making reasonable progress.
I said to you, even though I'd come from a situation where I'd had 20 odd hours driving in a car with another instructor just before COVID, I felt a novice, and I wanted to almost take it as if I was coming at it from as a newbie. But yeah, now I'm a little bit more confident. I just can't convince Jess to let me near a car.
Turning left.
She's very protective of it. She loves the car.
Yeah, good. Should do. Nice motor, actually. Nice little motor.
Yeah, she'll be at home actually by the time we get back. We're just doing half a day.
Right. Oh, okay. Well, he was waiting to see what you were going to do, but that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Okay. Easy as that.
The sun's warm on the side of my face.
I'll get put the AC up a bit.
Yeah, cheers. That's another thing. I've already pre-warned Jess because I don't do being hot. I don't like it at all, but she keeps her car really toasty. She's got heated seats and everything.
What's up with her?
She just loves it. She loves being really warm. And I sit in a car and I was like, you know, when I'm driving this, it's going to be cold in here.
Yeah, too warm just makes you sleepy, doesn't it?
Well, that's it.
You see, this is what they're like, Tom. You know, once they pass the driving test, oh, no, I'll have it all toasted right back down. Like, Anyway, now I've got to say, I am a big fan of heated seats, and when I get my own retirement car, that is one of the essentials. It's got to have heated seats. At a push, you know, I have got these plug-in ones that you put on. And, oh yeah, for winter, because I ain't got heated seats here. But
the ones in Jess's car, they warm up so quickly.
Yeah. But I think heated seats are one of them things. Once you've had them in a car, you're always going to want them.
Yeah.
It's like power steering, you know. It's essentials for me. My tick list is got to have 4 doors or 5 doors. Got to have back doors, basically.
Yeah, I don't like this seat. We didn't want that with the kids.
I don't do that at all. No. It's no good for anything.
No, agreed.
Going shopping is perfect. Back doors are perfect for shopping and stuff like that. Heated seats. It's got to be 4-wheel drive as well, because where we live is on a hill, quite a steep hill, and it does get very icy in the winters there. So without a 4-wheel drive, we'll be getting up there a couple of hills I can think of.
Yeah. You think you'll stay in Derby with no time? No.
We're going over to Romania.
Oh, I think you mentioned that,
Up in the old Carpathian Mountains. That's where we're going. And very nice it is too. So
I have heard fantastic things.
Turning right. Got a signal, there you go. There he goes. Because he's seen your signal on, he's decided that he's going to go. Because he knows you're going to slow down for the bend. Okay.
Right, just struggling to see round. Yeah, I mentioned my brother's partner, Dennis, his family lives in Romania, so they go over quite often. And been invited loads and loads of times, just never got around to it.
You should go, you
taking
should.
Photos of places that they've been and it just looks stunning. Yeah, really impressive.
I will be, I'm going over in the first 2 weeks of May. We'll do 2 weeks, and I'll be doing a bit of live streaming from over there.
Oh, wicked.
So you should have a look.
Yeah, will do.
And I'll be doing some bigger runs over there out onto the countryside.
You get your Renault Duster.
Yeah, my Renault Duster, that's the one. We've had a couple of
I've already
them.
told Jess that I'm getting one.
Well,
I don't think she sees the appeal, but I'm like...
Do you know what? The cracking motor.
I know.
The one that they
Really
gave us,
cool.
we picked it up at the airport and it had delivery mileage on.
Yeah.
I mean, literally like 37 kilometres or something it was. And it was like, what? Brand spanking new. It was lovely. And what I really, really liked about it is you never had to take your key out of your pocket.
No.
You just keep your key in your pocket, and as you get closer to the car, it senses it and opens the car for you. And when you walk away, you can hear it.
Yeah.
I thought, now that's good.
My cousin used to work for
Look at
Red.
this thing here. Turning right at the end of the road.
Yeah, my cousin used to work for Red, because obviously they're quite a big...
Red?
Yeah.
School of Motoring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She really didn't enjoy it. She said they were a bit crafty.
No, they're well crafty. Before they were Red, they used to be called the Instructor College.
Yeah.
And I never worked for them. I worked for I did my training with a company called Prepare2pass, that's me, bloody hell. Prepare2pass. They were called Prepare2pass,
Yeah.
and they were once I'd done my training, they were all right until I did my training. Once I'd done my training, I didn't want to know. I went on like a trainee badge with them.
Yeah.
Like what it's called a pink badge, because that's what we call it. You get it for 6 months when you first become a driving instructor, and you've got to gives you that 6 months to pass your final exams. But once I got that badge, they just kept giving me loads of work out in Loughborough and places like this, because they had you pay your franchise fee, but the first week and a half I was working just to pay that. So out of the month, you do 1.5 weeks for them and 2.5 for yourself, and it's you have to do a lot of hours just to sort of make it even and viable. And anyway, I just went independent as soon as I could. Never looked back.
Do you have to? Because obviously you have to have been able to been driving for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, to become a driving instructor, you have to have been driving for minimum 4 years. So middle lane for us here. So it's minimum 4 years.
But what about if you want to come independent? Is that still the same?
No, you can do what you like. I mean, your badge, this is your badge here.
Yeah.
So this is yours, whether you work for Red or whoever. So you're always independent in that sense. But no, all you need, once you've got this, all you need is a car with the dual controls.
Yeah.
The correct insurance and MOT and all that kind of stuff, and off you go. That's it. A mirror.
Yeah. I mean, so when it comes to your dual controls, are you better off getting a car and fitting your dual controls, or are there people who just sell dual control cars?
No. You'll be hard to find a dual control car. What you do is you pick your car that you want,
Yeah.
and then you get your dual controls fitted. Costs about 400
Yeah.
to have them fitted.
It's not loads of money though.
Sorry?
It's not cheap, but it's, I expected it to be more. For some reason.
No. It's pretty straightforward setup. It's only a bit of metal in it, sort of rods and such. So just sticking to the middle lane. and that's it really. So then you need your license. You have to pay for this every 4 years. But it's not. It's a good job actually. It's interesting. It's you know, I'm coming to the end of my career now, and I've got to say, you know, looking back, it's been
the job you've enjoyed the most?
Yeah, it's the one I've stuck with the most. Never did anything this long. I mean, it's coming up, by the time I finish, I think it will be 18 years, you know. And it has literally flown by, literally. It's so quick.
I just applied for a couple of new jobs, but one.
So this lane's going to divide. We're following the bin wagon.
Yeah.
So just check your mirrors there, Tom, just to make sure you're aware of what's going on around you.
Yeah, I've just applied for a job.
I know you said last week.
Well, I've been applying for a few. So I want to move away from engineering. But this one came up at the hospital actually, and I've genuinely kind of forgot it. It'd be amazing. But effectively what it is it's a librarian.
Librarian?
Yeah.
Okay, so one lane to the left, please. And then we'll go one lane over again. So it's our double lane change. So signal early. That's it. Okay. I mean, have they still got libraries?
Yeah.
I suppose they have in the hospital.
This is what you need to possibly ask your wife is, Jess didn't know this, but there is a proper library at the hospital. And Jess is like, I've worked here for ages and I never knew there was a library here. Apparently it is a well-hidden secret, but it is a proper library. I went down and did a tour because when I applied for it.
Where is it?
It's out the back near the resource centre, where the learning centre is.
Yeah.
Obviously mostly it's just used by like junior doctors and those on placement and stuff, but there is a proper library there.
I will let you deal with this guy here first.
What to do, actually.
Yeah, it should really be over there in the bus lane, shouldn't it, really, to be fair?
It would be ideal if he was.
Okay, can we go around it? That's it. Off you go, mate. Just stick to your left lane if you can, please, Tom. Shoulder check, mate. Because you are coming back over from the other lane. So you are just slightly over, late braking. What do you thinking there?
I was moving over and I hadn't clocked the lights were changing. Yeah.
Yeah, so just slightly over.
Too focused on that bike on that occasion.
Yeah. And again, what are you going to deal with again now? Yeah.
I know.
So with the bike, you'll forget about them and then just concentrate. Look, here we go. Beat him off the line, mate. Go on. That's it.
I'll hit traffic, you know.
Well, yeah,
career and pass
the way it is, isn't it? I shall test that out, my missus, because she works at the hospital as well, and I shall see if she knows.
But fingers crossed I get an interview. I went down and met the team and stuff, kind of made myself known to them. I contacted them and said, do you mind if I come and have take a look around and stuff ahead of me putting in my application? They said, yeah, absolutely. Which I think earned me some brownie points. So I met the team, went sat with them for an hour and had a good chin wag. Lovely team actually, and to be honest with you, I'm a big fan of just books and reading and things like that. So compared to how stressful the job can be now, it sounds quite deep.
I think with the librarian, it's got one of them kind of sort of occupations where it's a bit, I think it's a little bit misunderstood because you're librarian, make workbooks, you've got to be really organised.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the amount of organisation in a library is just mind-boggling, isn't it, really?
So they use a different system to obviously standard libraries because a large percentage of their books are medical, medical references and papers and stuff like that. So they use a medical referencing system, which is very different to what you'd get in a public library. So I've kind of been familiarising myself with that. Because I could quite happily walk into a public library and say, right, I know what sort of book I'm after, I know where I'm heading. But walking into a medical library,
that's interesting. That.
Yeah. But it's a proper decent place. They have all sorts of like comfy places you can sit and read and all sorts going on. It really is nice.
I never knew.
Wow.
Never knew.
This is it.
Over you go. That's it. And that's it. Looking good.
Looking good.
Just that's it.
Just say I'm picking somewhere to park.
So that's some kind of old flight case there, isn't it? It looks like it's got clasps on it and everything.
I'm terrible for someone who likes skip diving. If I see something,
So pull over here then.
this one.
Yep. So over you go, nice and early. Start turning now, Tom. Trust me, come on, keep it going. Well, keep it moving, keep it moving. Without movement, you can't position right. Turn away, bigger turn, bigger turn, bigger turn.
Yeah.
That's it, keep it moving, you need movement, that's it. Bring it in again, straighten up again, straighten up, and you're there, that's it. Handbrake and park.
At least it didn't hit the curb this time.
Oh, it's good, it's good. So how do you think that went?
I think all right actually. Yeah, for the most part. I did. Oh look, Jess is right there. She's just pulled up.
Oh,
in front
yeah.
of us.
Just want to show you something here. So, you know my driving school thing.
Yeah.
I've also got this one. This is mine as well. All sorts of interesting things. And one of the things I do with this is, let me just show my channel. The things that we go, looking into skips. You can't hear it. It's got a sound on there. Yeah, so you should check out this channel
Yeah,
as
we'll
well,
do, actually.
if you really want to be nosy.
Yeah, well.
I did one of these once, and it got like over 5,000 views.
Really?
Seriously, yeah, absolutely. Hi Jess, you alright? Yeah, we're good, yeah. I'm just showing Tom my other website, my other YouTube channel.
Are you just getting home, my love?
Becky, isn't it?
What happened? You meant to be
off for lunch. I was 30 minutes late going off at lunch.
Sorry, my love.
I saw you the other morning. You were crossing the road in front of the hospital.
Oh,
I was taking Claudia to work. I resisted giving you a beep and everything.
I'd have been in my own world anyway.
Yeah, you look like you was actually. Anyway, yeah. So I will see you next week.
Bet you will. I'll get those dates to you and we'll.
Yeah, no worries. How are you doing? All right? Everything good?
Yeah, I drove to Tissington the weekend.
Tissington?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Further on.
Well, that's a good old drive out in the country, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cheers. Do you go for the well dressings and stuff like that over there?
Well, my friend's pregnant and they've got a really flat track, so we went and just walked down that. For
Is
a
that
bit.
the old railway track?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, we've done the Tissington Trail, it's called, isn't it? Yeah, it's nice.
We didn't do much of it.
Cool.
She had to go back. Well,
Yeah,
it was intense, but it was nice to get out and drive.
yeah.
How are you? No, sorry, Tom, I hijacked your lesson, haven't I? I hijacked your lesson.
No, we're finished anyway. Yeah, no, I'm good. We're good.
Didn't hit the curve.
No, that's actually pretty decent, to be fair. The main thing as you came in here, what I was really worried about was you hitting this. That's why I was going, yeah, turn up, turn away, turn away. But, yeah,
Lots of pulling up and pulling away.
yeah, it's all good, all going along great. So I will see you next week. It's a morning lesson next week, so it'll give you a different perspective on things as well. I can't believe I won it.
It's horrible.
It's lovely, isn't it?
How's your parking? Can I see that for That's pretty damn good, to be fair.
Which one's yours? The black one? I'll check it out as I go past now and again, make sure there's no scrapes on there or anything.
Pulled in, reversed in, and then just did a little wiggle.
Always need a bit of wiggle room.
Yeah.
Alright, see you guys. Bye-bye. So for anybody listening to that, that was actually one of my ex-pupils just walking by who decided to have a very quick chat about things. So I make my way now off to my next pupil.